Well, hello, my empowered entrepreneur. What a thrill it is to be here with you again this evening. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about a subject that will light a fire under some of you that may be contemplating going in business, starting your own business. Where I'm going to be talking about the 10 must do's and 5 mistakes to avoid before launching your business. So let me welcome you again. We agree that you may be contemplating quitting your job because it sucks. So you can become your own boss. You're tired of the 9 to 5 grind, living from paycheck to paycheck. It's no fun, not making enough money, not having enough time for your family and yourself. You're sick and tired, just being sick and tired. You just know that there is something better. You deserve better, and you're ready to take that plunge and start your own business. But then let's look at the other side. Maybe you've already started your own business, but things are not going the way you quite planned it. You're not getting the results you expected, and you're getting a little bit antsy. You're questioning yourself. Your confidence is beginning to wane a little bit. You're wondering, did you make the right move? You may be even thinking of throwing in the towel. But if that sounds like you, wait. It is probably because you made these 5 mistakes and you did not implement the 10 must-have that gives you the confidence to persist and persevere even in trying times. Hey, I'm Coach Jim Foster, the business training coach and builder. Yeah, man. Now, with over 50 years of success and failure in business, marketing, and sales behind me, I set out to develop programs to ease the pain and suffering that entrepreneurs experience and help them to build an even more successful and profitable business that provides true financial security to turn your suffering and pain into joy and happiness. See, my research led me to discover the top 5 mistakes that must be avoided at all costs and the 10 must-dos that should be implemented to pave your way for your entrepreneurial success. But first, let's review the 5 mistakes that you must avoid before you launch. Mistake number 1, not discovering your why. You see, the first step is to discover your why. If your reason is just to sell a product or a service, just to make money, it's not a good enough reason. Because once you run into any obstacles, you will throw the towel in. You'll give up. But because you have enough why, that will fuel your continuation. Now, understanding the underlying reasons for starting your own business is the foundation of your journey. Your why serves as the driving force, giving you purpose, passion, and the resilience to overcome obstacles. Clarifying your motivation to whether it is achieving your financial freedom, making a difference, or just pursuing your passion. It helps to identify your passion and your purpose. And this, of course, can be accomplished by determining the area of industry that excites you, that motivates you to build your business. Reflect on your own skills, your innate skills, your experiences, and your interests, so that you can find a niche that aligns with your abilities and your values. This will lay a solid foundation for your entrepreneurial journey. Your why, therefore, will fuel your determination and keep you focused on your goals. So that's number 1. The second mistake, not knowing your target market. Who are you going to do business with? You must know your target market. Is it men? Is it women? What are their ages? Is it the baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y? What do they want? Do you really know what they want? That is the second thing. You must do a thorough market research to understand your ideal customers, their needs, their desires. Identify their pain points and how to produce or your product or your service can provide a solution to their problem, to their pains. This knowledge will allow you to tailor your offering and develop effective marketing strategies and connect with your audience on a much deeper level. Understanding your target market is the key to attracting and maintaining loyal customers. Mistake number three, not knowing what you're offering them. What are you offering them? What product or service or program? Is it a done for you, a done with you, or is it a do it yourself? You know, something that they can do on their own. You must have that clarity. Clarity makes the transformation much easier. Now, mistake number four is not knowing where you are going to do business with them. It is essential to know where you're going to do business with them, where you're going to sell them. Is it an online business, a brick and mortar, with a demographic of, let's say, 15-mile radius? Or is it a service business? You've got to be clear about where you're going to do business with them. And last but not least, mistake number five, how are you going to do business with them? Are you going to add value to them first? Like if you're in an online business, are you going to provide contents of value that will help them, like I'm doing now? Giving them content that is going to help them to understand better their process or how to serve themselves. This also can allow them to get to know you. You know, people who do business with you because they like, know, and trust you. So building up that self-education of who you are and getting them to like you will eventually lead them to doing business with you. You may be giving away a sample of your product, if that is a feasible way to go. Or maybe making a demonstration of your service. These are the things that help people to make the decision to do business with you. They get a chance to interact, to feel you out before. So these are the top 5 mistakes to avoid. Things that you must understand before launching your business so you can have a successful business launch and you can develop a profitable business. And that's what you want, isn't it? Now, having the satisfaction of clarity, you are more now ready to make the decision to launch. And the stage is set for the next 5 essential steps. So, in addition to knowing the mistakes that you must avoid, it is critically important to note and complete these next 5 steps that I'm going to be sharing with you. The essential step number 1 is to craft a solid business plan. What does that mean? Crafting a solid business plan is the next vital step. Your business plan, it serves as your roadmap. It's your guide. It guides your actions and your decisions. It encompasses your vision, your mission, your marketing strategies, your operational processes, and of course your financial projections so you can keep score. A well-defined business plan provides clarity. It sets measurable goals and it helps you stay focused and accountable. It acts as a blueprint for your success and enables you to adapt to changes and seize opportunities. Think of when you buy a new car or any new equipment. You usually get an operational manual with it. And when you run into problem, when you run into something that you're not familiar with, what do? You go consult the manual. And there you go, there you find the answer to it. The same purpose is served by the business plan for your business. Now, of course, there are, depending on the nature of, there are 2 kinds of business plan. If it's a simple business, then you might start out with what we call a lean business plan, a one-pager. Not necessarily just one page, but that's what it's called. but it covers four critical elements, the most important element that anyone needs to know. Now, if your business is a little bit more complex than the traditional business plan, which can run anywhere from 21 to 30 pages, because it goes in depth with all the market research, with all the financial projections, and everything you need that comes from your research. So the business plan is very, very important as a tool to have for your business. Now, the second critical element is um, acquiring necessary skills and knowledge. Yes, you may have the skill and experience in the field in which you are going to start your business, but becoming a successful entrepreneur often requires acquiring additional skills and knowledge outside of your existing expertise. This can involve attending seminars, workshops, pursuing further education, developing those critical skills such as marketing, sales, fiscal management, leadership, and networking. You can also take advantage of mentorship programs to continually enhance your entrepreneurial skills. In this era that we're living now, the terminology is learn or step aside. You have to be a continuous forever learner because things are changing so rapidly. And to stay on top of it, you have to understand those changes and embrace them. Number three, building a strong brand. Now, building a strong brand is essential for establishing credibility and attracting customers. Now, you may think that, you're small and so you don't need that. But, those companies, like take BMW, for example, their brand, the driving machine, you know, these are things that over time people get accustomed to, so it immediately identifies. Nike, for example, you only have to see their logo, and you know it. You understand who it is. So we begin early to define your brand. And I did a segment on branding. You can go back to look on that. That will be on my group files. You can pull a copy of it to see the elements of creating a brand and why it is so important and necessary. You want to develop a unique value proposition that sets you apart from your competition. By defining your brand, your identity, it includes the values, the personality, and your visual representation. As a matter of fact, a brand even has a personality. So when you look at it, or the music that goes along with it, can bring out different kind of moods that is in alignment with the product or service that is offered. All of these are, we may call them advanced techniques, but they are useful, and you should start thinking about those things from infancy. Consistently communicate your brand message across all channels and all touch points. That's a way to build strong brand, to build trust, foster loyalty, and enable you to connect deeply with your target audience. Number 4 of those must do is your financial preparedness. Significant difference between being an employee and being an entrepreneur is the financial aspect. As an entrepreneur, you will need to carefully manage your personal finances and plan for business expenses. Before making the transition, it's important that you create a financial contingency, a savings plan by setting up an emergency fund. You see, when you get started, you may anticipate turning a profit, developing enough revenue at a certain time. But things may happen that prevent that, and you want to have the reserve fund. One of the guidelines is to have 6 months of operating expenses set aside. Now there are variations in this, and you can always make adjustments as you go along. But the critical thing is If you have avoid those 5 mistakes we spoke about, and you implement these other 5 must-dos, then you will not only be aware, but you'll be positioned to deal with any contingencies that comes along that were not planned. Now, number 5 is to build a supportive network. Building a supportive network is essential. It's an essential step on your entrepreneurial journey. You see, you must surround yourself with like-minded individuals, mentors, and having a strong support system. This can significantly impact your business. And I'm not talking about family here, because the mindset with family is an entirely different mindset from that of an entrepreneur. And in many cases, you may not have the support of your family that you need. So you have to create that network of entrepreneurs who understand your needs and your activities, the things you're dealing with, and be able to offer help and assistance. Sometimes it's just a mastermind sharing a problem with someone who has it. I remember once I took my car to the shop, and my mechanic, who is a very seasoned mechanic, I've known him for over 20, 30 years, works on my vehicles. But there was a problem, and when he checked the monitor, it gave him a code, but he wasn't sure what the code was, what it actually meant. You know what he did? He picked up the telephone. He called his colleague down the street who has another shop, and he was able to tell him, and in a few minutes he had it solved. So that is how important and critical and beneficial it is to have a professional network of people that can offer you guidance and support in the times when you need it. Yeah, you'll have to transition to a new circle, a network of individuals who believe in your vision and can provide valuable insights and opportunities. This is critical for long-term growth. I talked about becoming a forever learner, a continuous learner. That is also critical for your entrepreneurial journey. You have to cultivate a growth mindset that enables you to face and embrace challenges. Yes, they are going to come along. Learn from your mistakes, from your failures, and persist in the face of setback. You see, when you surround yourself with a supportive network of mentors, peers, and experts who can guide you and inspire you, then you continuously seek opportunities for self-improvement, and you're able to expand your knowledge in your industry. A resilient mindset and a commitment to learn properly will propel you forward, and it will help you overcome the obstacles that you encounter. Yes, indeed, building your own business requires knowledge, strategies, perseverance, and a supportive network. By knowing these 5 things, discovering your why, knowing why you're going in business, knowing your target market, knowing what you're going to sell, and where you're going to do business, and how you're going to do business with them. This positions you to move to the next stage. That includes crafting that solid business plan, acquiring the necessary skills and knowledge, building a supportive network. You set yourself up for success. Now, to help you along the way, I've created a checklist for you that covers all the things that you need to know and check off before you get started. And once you know them, then you can be satisfied that you're making the right decision to get started in your business. And if you've already started and you did not know these and you made those mistakes, then going back and reviewing them and implementing them, then that will help you to get out of the mud in which you're stuck, and it will help you to get forward. It will help you to set new goals and know how to accomplish those goals. By being a part of a supportive network, you get down to the degree of understanding elements that may have been over your head, and you gain new insight. Then that allows you to go forward, and you can move 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 forward and build an even more successful and profitable business. Now you can download a free copy of this in my business launch group, the Home Base Business Forum. To gain access, just click the link, or you can go to bit.ly HBB Forum to join my free business launch group and get your copy of that checklist, which is under the File tab. Simply download it, print it off, and work your way through it. But my friends, this is just the beginning of your journey. You see, building your own business is an incredibly exciting and rewarding journey that holds immense opportunities for personal and financial growth. But it requires knowledge, strategy, perseverance, and the right mindset, and a supportive network. So, if you like what I've shared with you right here, just imagine spending 2 hours more with me, providing you more value to get started. You can gain free access to my 2-hour intensive training where we're going to share with you my proprietary 4-pillar transformational equation, building from how to fund, start, and build your own business. This is developed from my 50 years of business, sales, and marketing experience. It includes a business blueprint that gives you the framework with a step-by-step approach on how to orchestrate and launch your business, how to organize it. It teaches you how to finding and creating your product, how to identify the people in your circle, your target audience, how to identify who they are, picking the right people for your team. It talks about everything you need to set up a sustainable business, from financing and funding to just general operating your business and doing so effectively. That's just a little glimpse of it, and you will learn a ton of stuff that you will need if you want to grow, build, and launch your own business. So if you want to do a deeper dive, I invite you to join my Facebook group and grab the Business Intensive training. The coolest part of it is that this training is free, right? So if you got value from me here, come spend a couple hours more with me. Grab the link, how to fund, start, and build your own business. And let's rock and roll. Thank you for joining me this evening, taking time out to come spend with me and learn some valuable information. This is Jim Foster, the business training coach, saying, have an awesome evening.